Very good morning and a happy Thursday. Welcome to today's episode of Morning Well. Cannabis is the new GameStop. Earnings from GM and Coca-Cola. Powell and Lagarde's comments are the things we will talk about. US stocks ended almost exactly where they began, not far from record highs, after a tame inflation reading reinforced weak growth concerns. The Dow rose 0.2%, the Nasdaq lost 0.25%, and the S&P 500 was unchanged. Treasuries rose, sending the 10-year yields down 3 basis points near 1.12%. The dollar was narrowly mixed against its G10 peers, with the Kiwi and the Aussie the weakest performers. Oil and gold inched up, and Asian equity futures are in the red. Cannabis is the new GameStop. Tilray and other pot stocks soared for the third day as Reddit-inspired retail traders turned to the marijuana sector. Shares gained the most since March amid potential regulatory reform and positive earnings from the likes of Canopy Growth. On the earnings front, we heard from GM and Coca-Cola. In 2019, there was the United Auto Workers strike. In 2020, the pandemic lockouts. And in 2021, a shortage of semiconductors. It is fortunate that investors have come to see General Motors as a growth stock. Otherwise, they might worry more about its meager cash flows, is what Stephen Wilmot writes. The largest US automaker by sales said Wednesday that it expected the global microchip shortage to cost it between 1.5 billion and 2.5 billion in free cash this year alone. That still hasn't put a substantial damper on its valuation, which is being supported by its bullish electrical vehicle plans. With competitors ahead of product launches, the new Hummer and Cadillac will need to measure up very convincingly against mounting competition. Uber also reported. Uber narrowed its loss in the fourth quarter, but revenue declined to 3.17 billion, falling short of estimates. Shares fell. Coke reported as well. Coca-Cola's at-home sales have remained strong, but out-of-home sales in places like restaurants, bars and sports venues have plummeted. The flip side is Coca-Cola's prices are primed for a stronger rebound as vaccinations continue and economies reopen. It was especially encouraging that, having previously declined to give guidance while citing known unknowns around the pandemic, the company is now comfortable enough to guide for organic sales growth in the high single digits in 2021. But a new unknown has come up, writes Aaron Back. On November 18, a US tax court judge ruled that the company placed too much of its profit in its lower tax foreign operations. The ruling didn't determine how much the company owes, but the Internal Revenue Service had been seeking more than 3.3 billion for the tax years 2007 through 2009. Coca-Cola says it will appeal and believes it will ultimately prevail, going so far to call the government's case unconstitutional. Apart from the reopening support that Coke might get, something that we might have to keep track of is how this tax ruling goes. Moving on to FX and comments from Powell and Madame Lagarde, the US dollar traded higher against most of the major currencies, seemingly unfazed by weaker inflation data and dovish comments from Fed Chair Jerome Powell. With stocks hitting record highs, the Biden administration making progress on finalizing the stimulus deal, and more Americans getting vaccinated, some Fed presidents have been talking about early tapering. However, Powell cast doubt on this scenario by saying that they will not tighten policy in response to strong labor data because a strong labor market is still very far away. In fact, he calls for rates to remain at current near zero level until the economy reaches maximum employment and inflation hits 2%. The economy dropped to a very low base during the pandemic. Millions of Americans are unemployed, and Powell wants to ensure a durable recovery. Oil prices hit a one-year high this month, but inflation remains subdued according to the CPI report. Headline inflation rose 0.3% in January, but the core rate was unchanged. Even if prices rise in the coming months, Powell said, quote, "it isn't going to mean much." Comments like this should have driven the US dollar lower, but greenback strengthened against most of the major currencies in the New York trading session. Across the Atlantic, European Central Bank Governor Christine Lagarde doesn't see rising inflation as a concern as well. In a speech, she said inflation is not converging to their goal over the medium term, which signals that she'd like to keep policy accommodative. This is more dovish than their comments last month when they suggested that they might not need to use the full PEPP envelope if financing conditions remained favorable. Euro came off its earlier high and traded heavy for most of the New York session. The best performing currency yesterday was sterling. Bank of England Governor Bailey did not touch on monetary policy in his speech, choosing instead to urge the European Union to grant the financial services industry market access for securities clearing. GBP has outperformed euro since the beginning of the year and continues to do so as the country forges forward with vaccination. That's the update. Taking a break tomorrow for the Lunar New Year. Xin Yin Kuai Le, Gong Si Fa Chai. Wishing you a great time with your friends and family. I'll speak to you on Monday. Have a good time off. Thank you.